a little shade. It's moved way off to the east. We really won't get that today, so it's full sun for most of North Texas, and that helps to crank our temperatures up just a little bit higher. So if you are headed out to the Charles Schwab Challenge today out in Fort Worth or anywhere across North Texas, your plans take you outdoors, know that by the time we get to 3, 4, 5 o'clock, it is going to be very hot out there. 96 is our forecast high. Feels more like upper 90s, even close to 100 degrees, though, when you factor in the humidity. Really warm, to say the least. Now, in terms of rainfall, we don't expect any to fall today. We didn't see any yesterday. Today's the last day of May, so I always like to check in how things shook out. Now, this is from the DFW airport specifically. Typically, that gives us a good representation of the area as a whole. Not this time around, not for May, because we saw really localized heavy downpours just last week. For the DFW airport, it was on the lighter side. That's why we're still at a deficit of over 1.5 inches, and 2026 as a whole, it's 3¼ inches shy of where we should be. Again, today, we won't really see any improvements from that. Tomorrow, not so much either. We're kind of stepping into a drier period because high pressure is still in control. That's why all the more active weather, it's steering up and around that ridge. We've got some thunderstorms developing across parts of the Midwest. Some of this stretching back toward the Pacific Northwest. For us in the south, everybody mostly dry, all of us dry here in North Texas this morning. I mentioned the clouds yesterday. You can see the very last bit of that cloud deck now shifting off to the east. Mostly sunny skies to start and finish the day today. Now, high pressure, I mentioned it, it's in control, and it will be for the next couple of days, but eventually by midweek, it starts to weaken. It shifts off down to the south and east, and that means we make room for a new weather maker, a change in the pattern, and this time it's low pressure. The biggest thing we've been missing to get rain over the past couple of days, it's lift. So we've got a lot of moisture on hand. You know that because it's humid out there, but nothing to pick it up and allow it to fall back down as rain. This is what changes that for us. So low pressure set to move in from the northern parts of Mexico into the western parts of Texas by late this week. That gives us a chance to find scattered showers. Now, I want to note, forecast is definitely going to be needing some fine tuning as we head for the end of next week and into next weekend, but early glance at that, mostly dry through the start of the week. We've got a chance to find a few isolated showers through Wednesday into Thursday, Friday into Saturday. That is when I think we see more improvements in terms of coverage and potentially accumulations from rainfall. 30% chance, though. That's what I'm putting down for now, keeping it on the lighter side, again, until we get a clearer picture of how much that weather pattern will change. Until then, it's hot, and it's maybe a good day to get out to the pool, to the lake, to beat the heat, whatever you can do to keep yourself cool today, because again, heat index close to 100. UV index, it's a 10 by the time we get to midday. So also, we've been talking water, breaks inside, sunscreen, really important. Tomorrow is the official start of meteorological summer, June 1st, and boy, does it feel like it. So maybe, again, beat the heat at the pool or the lake. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid-90s. Feels like temperatures, heat index measured in the shade, triple digits for some spots. So again, a really early push of summertime heat starts today, and it will stick around for the next several days. So afternoon highs, they peak tomorrow. 97 is our forecast high here in the Metroplex. That is 9 degrees warmer than we should be this time of year. Slow cool down into Tuesday, bigger drop Wednesday into Thursday. Again, first sign of changes. Cloud cover helps us out. Chance to find some rain cools us down. And then by Friday, hoping we are able to dip back into the upper 80s. We'll be close to average at the very least by the time we round out this next work week and head for next weekend. So again, an early look at those rain chances here on your 7-day forecast. They return as early as Tuesday, but most of us look to miss out on that. Looking through the 1 to 3 degrees warmer than yesterday. We officially got to 94 out of the DFW airport today. I've got us at 96. So you won't notice a huge difference, but it will be a little bit warmer by about 4 or 5 o'clock today. Where I think the bigger difference comes into play is that we've got full sun overhead today, and dew points are a little bit higher. That means our feels like temperature, that going to be bumped up a couple degrees as well. So now we're talking feels like temperatures close to 100 degrees today. It's the last day of May. Tomorrow's the start of meteorological summer, and it really, really is going to feel like it's starting today and running for the next couple of days. I mentioned the dew points, current dew points, upper 60s, low 70s. This is when we talk about the muggy meter. Now we're at the top category. It's almost stifling at this point, and these won't change all that much for the next couple of days. Persistent winds out of the south mean a lot of Gulf moisture heads our way. Now, this isn't quite rain-making moisture or even cloud-making moisture as far as today is concerned. We do see some clouds streaming into the southern parts of the state. A little disturbance firing off in Mexico brings a decent cloud deck to the hill country in southeast Texas. For us, though, it's all sunshine right now, and it will be full sun today, again tomorrow. So not only will we not see rain, but we won't really see all that much cloud cover to help filter out the heat from the sun. Just a warm couple of days heading our way. Now changes start to move back into the forecast as early as Tuesday, but really it's mid to late week this next week. I think we see bigger improvements in terms of cooler temperatures, but also a better chance to find rain. 20% coverage Tuesday through Thursday. I'm looking late in the day on Tuesday, carries us into midweek. And then late week, I think we could see this number bump up a little bit. Definitely some fine tuning that we'll be doing to the forecast as we get more data in. But here's the big difference maker. It's high pressure, and right now it's holding strong. It's a stubborn ridge. It's going to start to weaken and move off to the east over the next couple of days. That means we make room for low pressure to slide in, this time from our south and west. And you can see our models trying to latch on to quite a bit of rainfall as we near the end of this work week and head for next weekend. We will, again, do a lot of fine tuning, but at the very least, we will see high pressure weekend, and that will help us to look closer to average for this time of year in terms of those temperatures. Until then, though, this is a look at the next 72 hours. 96 today. I've got us at 97 tomorrow. I think this is the warmest day we've got through the 7-day forecast to kick off the first full week of June. It's warm. 77 to start the morning as well. If that verifies, that will be a record high minimum temperature, meaning we don't typically see morning lows this warm that time of year. South wind still blows in. Same story again on Tuesday. Winds are lighter. Cloud cover is a little bit thicker overhead. Temperatures not all that different, 96. But Wednesday, that's the bigger drop off. We'll be close to 90. Typically our afternoon highs are in the upper 80s this time of year, so we're close. East wind also helps us out, a little bit of relief from that south warm breeze rolling in, and a chance again to find some scattered showers along the way as we head for mid to late week next week. Look ahead at your 7-day forecast. Once we hit Tuesday evening, we'll have at least a chance to find rain for the next 5 days to follow.